Before you scroll away, listen to this. This message is not for everyone. But if you've been feeling lost, tired, or questioning your life, this might be the most important video you hear today. Right now, you might feel empty, not sad enough to cry, not strong enough to push forward, just tired. You wake up, do what you have to do, and go to sleep again. Days blend together, weeks disappear, and deep down, there's a quiet fear you don't say out loud. Am I falling behind? You look around, and it feels like everyone else is moving forward. They have direction. They have energy. They have something you can't seem to find. Motivation. You're trying. You really are. But no matter how hard you push, nothing changes. You're tired of trying and still feeling stuck. You're tired of starting strong and burning out. You're tired of telling yourself, tomorrow I'll do better, and then watching tomorrow look exactly the same. And the hardest part? Everyone thinks you're fine. You smile. You show up. You say, I'm good. But you're fighting battles alone. At night, when the noise is gone, your thoughts get loud. You question your choices. You question your worth. You question whether you missed your chance. You feel pressure from family, from society, from the clock that keeps ticking. And slowly, without realizing it, you start believing something dangerous. That's just how my life is. But listen carefully. That feeling you're in right now, that heaviness, that lack of motivation, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been strong for too long without seeing results. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. Life feels unfair because it is. Not everyone starts at the same place. Not everyone gets support. Not everyone gets lucky. But pain is not the enemy. Your pain is not punishment. It's preparation. Nothing meaningful grows in comfort. Nothing powerful is built without resistance. And here's the wake-up moment you need to hear today. Motivation is not what changes lives. Motivation fades. Discipline doesn't. Motivation shows up when you feel good. Discipline shows up when you don't. Waiting to feel motivated is why you feel stuck. Because feelings change. Energy rises and falls. But discipline is a decision. It's doing the work even when your mind says, what's the point? The reason you feel lost isn't because you're incapable. It's because you've been depending on motivation instead of commitment. Growth feels lonely because it usually is. The strongest seasons of your life won't be celebrated. They'll be quiet, unseen, uncomfortable. But that's where change is born. Now listen to this part closely. At some point, you have to stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what am I going to do about it? This is where personal power begins. Not in blaming the world. Not in blaming your past. Not in blaming people who didn't help. Ownership is uncomfortable, but it's also freeing. Because the moment you take responsibility, you take control. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a big breakthrough. You don't need a sudden burst of energy. You need one small action, done daily, even when you don't feel like it. 10 minutes of focus. One healthy choice. One hard conversation. One promise kept to yourself. Small actions done consistently will change everything. Not overnight. Not dramatically, but permanently. And here's the part you may not realize yet. Every time you quit on yourself, you teach your mind that your word doesn't matter. Every time you show up anyway, you rebuild trust with yourself. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's built, brick by brick, action by action. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. Picture yourself 1 year from now. Not a perfect life, not a problem-free life, but a stronger you. You wake up with purpose. You respect yourself because you keep your promises. You walk with quiet confidence. You don't need validation. You don't need approval. You know who you are because you earned it. Now imagine the opposite. Another year passes. Nothing changes. Same habits. Same excuses. Same regret. Same voice in your head saying, I should have started sooner. That future is built by what you do today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. And now we reach the moment you can't ignore. This is the turning point. You can stay where you are, comfortable in your discomfort, safe in your excuses. Or you can decide that this is the day you stop wasting your potential. You don't need motivation to change your life. You need courage. Courage to start before you feel ready. Courage to move forward while scared. Courage to choose discipline over comfort. This is your life. No one else will live it for you. No one is coming to save you. And that's not bad news. That's power. Because if no one is coming, then you don't have to wait. You can begin right now. One choice, one step, one moment of strength. Let this be the day you stop saying, one day and start saying, today. If this video spoke to you, don't ignore that feeling. Subscribe to this channel because every video here is made for people who are ready to grow. And comment below one word that describes how you feel right now. I read every comment. You're not alone.